Macca, I saw you jumping with joy the first time you come up to Cairns and saw that thing getting around.
Because I thought it was forward-powered.
But how good is he, Brett Hardy? One of the veterans of the sport up here in North Queensland. A Queensland title under his belt in 2022 at Collinsville, and always great to have the Lightning McQueen car up here at Walsh's Auto Cairns Speedway. The outside of him there, the little Nissan Gazelle. Macca, how many times have you seen a mighty little Nissan Gazelle going around a Speedway dirt track?
I love that car, as you know. Goody does a great job in it, doesn't he? Car sits a little bit squat. Now, you said yourself today, ever since that car flipped over, it hasn't actually been the same, but he's punching way above his weight, isn't he? That little Gazelle revs its head off here at Cairns Speedway. Keeping an eye. Great to have Roscoe back in the house in the 51 machine, and he's got our great mate Edward Smith, who's just getting better and better, isn't he, Nathan, in that big Ford Falcon, the number 77. Wolfie's car sounds a lot better this time around as well. And here he comes in the Double D Automotive pink VL Commodore, and I can't get used to saying that about Adam Jorgensen driving a Holden.
Never thought we'd see the day, Macca, but I tell you what, he's a racer at heart, and so he'd never turn down the opportunity to get behind the wheel, especially over a couple of nights here at Thunder in the Canefields. So we got Brad Brooks will round out our field there in the yellow Falcon, back of the pack. No Jamie Naylor, so hopefully nothing too serious with your current North Queensland number one. He'll be out later to defend his title.
Maryboro's Paul Swindell's just tuning in, and he thinks you're sounding pretty good, Rammy. I might lose my job down there at Maryborough.
Giddy up. We'll send them green here. Your heat race one winner straight back to pick up where he left off. Brett Hardy there to the race lead. Chris Ross, though, we've seen some massive battles from him between himself and Brett Hardy in these last few meetings. Here is the showman, but coming into picture now up the inside of Ashley Goodman as he goes too wide with the little Nissan Gazelle coming out of four, but Brett Hardy out trying to control a big hit into the wall there just in front of the flag. For the Gazelle once again rides the wall the whole way through turn one, Macca.
Here's what we've been waiting for, Nathan Ramm. Up against the fence goes Jorgensen as he gives chase.
A big gamble there for Jorgie. Did not pay off on that one. Still searching on this racetrack. We know he'll definitely find something and put on a show. Play-per-view screen here, catching a great battle for the lead once again. Deja vu here from last weekend. These two going at it for the race win. And it'll continue on at Walsh's Auto Cairns Speedway this weekend. Brett Hardy in control right now. Chris Ross, my apologies there, the new guy here to the Class D X-Modified Sedan driver. Disappeared for a few seasons, but he is back in a big way in the 51 machine as he is putting a tremendous amount of pressure on Brett Hardy. The battle is on with 6 laps left to run.
Yeah, Hardy doing a beautiful job at the moment. Ross right on his hammer. Out of turn 2 and down the back straight one more time. They get into 3 and 4. That allows Jorgensen now to have a big look at the front 2 as they sweep down under the tower one more time. Smith sitting back there in 4th. Wolf gets a little crossed up in front of Brook. Doesn't bother Brad though, he just gives him a little tap on the backside, and Goodwin is the last car in the queue. But it's the battle up front. Across the line, you can throw a T-towel over the 3 of them as they fly in formation into turns 1 and 2.
Hardy under a tremendous amount of pressure right now from Chris Ross and Adam Jorgensen. It's a 3-car battle for the win right now as they go 2 wide, nearly 3 wide. Sparks flying there coming out of turn 4. This is Super Street Sedan racing at its best right now. 3 laps left to run that time by the flag, but Chris Ross up the inside now. He has worked that line for the last 4 laps and it pays off. Jorgensen now a big send up the inside. Contact between the 52 and the 53. Jorgensen takes over position number 2 momentarily. Brett Hardy going to go high here in 1 and 2 and try carry that momentum down the back straight. But now in control of this one is no other than Chris Ross, an excellent peddler here in North Queensland. Doctor's jacket flying right now. 1 lap left to run here in a fantastic heat race number 2. Hardy still holding on to 2nd. So Chris Ross leads him, Brett Hardy 2nd. And the other Townsville local, Adam Jorgensen, runs in 3rd. Ross got to the lead 2 laps ago and has pulled a gap on the other 2 drivers. Checkered flag flies, but Cairns, put your hands together for Chris Ross. Home in a very close 2nd there. Brett Hardy, Adam Jorgensen home in 4th. Edward Smith there, a hard fought 4th position. 5th is Colin Wilth and Brad Brooks home in 6th. Wow, 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 Macca. How good was heat race number 2? We'll let him go around once again. We will grab a word with him. Fantastic.
Come on, Cairns. That was heat race of the night. Make some noise for Chris Ross. Brett Hardy getting home for 2nd and Adam Jorgensen rounding out the 3. And as Nathan Ramm touched on, that is super street racing at its very, very best. The 3 big V8 powered Commodores, well, the Ford running a Commodore engine, sitting out front. Boy, oh boy, for such a long time. And then Chris Ross says, no thanks, mate, I'm taking this one. We'll get Chris to make his way up to victory lane as he crosses the checker. Gives her the big rev to clear the throat. The AVS All Vehicle Services, number 51. Well, brother, you missed out last night. You watched it on Clay Per View and you thought, you know what? It's a title tomorrow. I'm coming with all guns blazing.
Yeah, mate. That was it. There was a bit of red mist in that one. I had a point to prove after the first heat.
Absolutely. Hey, what a battle it's going to be between yourself, Hardy, and Adam Jorgensen. I mean, you two guys just don't want this modified guy to win nothing up here, do you?
I run against Jorgo my whole life, and he's always been the same. He's consistent, he's there, and he'll drive through you if he can.
100%, and he almost did it to you then again. Let's thank everybody that got you to victory lane.
No, I really want to thank my family. I'd love to thank John O'Collins, spends a lot of time working on this car. And yeah, just everyone that helps out, I really appreciate it. And everyone at Cairns Speedway, you've done an awesome job considering the weather and all the rest of it. Well done, everybody.
Good job, mate. Well done. Let's go get him in the feature. This is going to be a ripper.
100%, mate. Let it rip.
Chris Ross getting the job done. And I tell you what, he is one of the most likeable guys, isn't he, Nathan Ramm?
Yeah, an excellent addition to our Super Street Sedans. Macca tuning in at home. Dan Pitchfork, the current Queensland champion of Super Street Sedans, sitting on the couch, mate, said a few words I can't